everyone, and welcome back to our community. If you are new, I'm Jen. I focus on all things wellness while living in New York City. And today we're going to talk about the science behind the trend, Lucky Girl Syndrome. I know you've heard of it, but if you have not, if you're not on TikTok, if you're not on Lucky Girl TikTok, I'm going to tell you what it is. So essentially it's the idea that as long as you believe things will go your way, they will. If you believe you'll come into money in abundance, then you will. Essentially it's the idea that you are just one of those people who's so lucky, you have no idea why, but lucky things just happen to you. You know those girls? People are embodying that, and it's called a syndrome because you just can't help it. You just, there is no choice. You believe in it so much, you are a lucky girl and good things happen to you. So I'm gonna completely credit the science to Dr. Joe Dispenza. I've been reading his book, Becoming Supernatural. I'm only halfway done, but it's become my entire personality, and it's just allowed me to have a new, deeper sense of awareness and understanding of the meditation practice and manifestation practice that I've already been doing. It gives you a greater understanding of the realities of the law of attraction. I'm kind of a skeptic. I'm not a total woo-woo person. I need tangible information, and that is why, if you're the same way, I'm delivering the science to you. So that's what Dr. Joe Dispenza does so well. He is a neuroscientist, and he has these meditation retreats, and he will literally record your brainwaves before and after doing meditations all weekend, and the results are astounding. So here is what he says. Okay, so the first main thing that he talks about that is important here is energy. So I want you to think about a magnet, right? Not everything is matter. So when you see a magnet, you don't see the electromagnetic field. You don't see a physical matter that draws one magnet to the other, right? It's all energy, and it's the electromagnetic field. So we're built the same way. So we have an electromagnetic field that we can't see around us. The way I like to think about it is when you were little, or even now, when you close your eyes, you just see all of these colors and just a whole new world when you close your eyes. So that's essentially, I like to think of that of with the energy that's all around us. But I digress. So the way to clear that electromagnetic field and actually access it and use it to your advantage is you have to clear all your energy centers. So you might have heard the woo-woo term chakras. I never really understood chakra work until I read this, again, tangible, real science. Each of our chakras, they're really energy centers. So they're mini brains, and they are connected to energy inside of our body. So the way his meditations work, where you clear your energy centers, is you are clearing each and every chakra and tightening your core while you do it using breath work to get the spinal fluid all the way up and cleared through your chakras and out of the way so that you can have a clear channel to the electromagnetic field, which is essentially all the possibilities that we can create in the world that might not be possible right now in our physical world, but are possible in our electromagnetic field to attract. Stay with me. The way we work now before this work is we are wired in the past. So every single day we have the same emotions, we do the same thing every day, and we're living in our past emotions, right? We did the same thing yesterday, the day before, and the day before, and we'll get triggered by an event because we start feeling the emotions of the past. So we are, as of now, living in the past at all times.
People wake up in the morning, they begin to think about their problems. Those problems are circuits of memories in the brain. Each one of those memories are connected to people and things at certain times and places. And if the brain is a record of the past, the moment they start their day, they're already thinking in the past. Each one of those memories has an emotion. Emotions are the end product of past experiences.
If we want to create a new future and a new possibility for what our life could be, we need to train and rewire our brain and create new neural pathways so that our brain can see to believe that it's possible, which is where Lucky Girl Syndrome comes in. So how we do this is we pair an intention with an elevated emotion. So the intention is going to be that thing that you want to manifest. So let's say it's to quit your full-time job. So this is the example that Dr. Joe Dispenza uses. It's to call in a new job. So what is the intention? We're going to list things under it. It's to work from anywhere in the world. It's to work only 6 hours a day. It's to make more money than I'm making in my full-time job, right? So then what do we pair that with? The elevated emotion that you want to experience, which this is kind of a whole nother video and the why behind what you want, but I digress. What is the emotion that comes with that? So maybe it's feeling free, feeling empowered, feeling in love with life. So we want to think about the intention in our meditations and also pair it with that elevated emotion and feel that emotion in our body now. Instead of waiting for it to happen, we need to train our brain to feel that way now because our brain knows no different, and it will think that we are in that future experience now, and retrain our neural pathways and rewire our brain to live in that future experience rather than that past experience, which will then allow us to create those possibilities in the electromagnetic field and draw them in. I'm trying to keep this super quick, easy to understand. So we're retraining our brain to act as if we are living in that experience now. Why wait, people? And that therefore creates it as a possibility in your electromagnetic field that you can then call in the more you tap into that emotional state. Where does lucky girl syndrome come in? If you believe that you are lucky and good things happen to you unexpectedly and you feel that elevated emotion as you're reaffirming it every single day, then it will become true. So if you want to come down with lucky girl syndrome, what are some affirmations you can use? Well, number one, like I just said, you can sit in your meditation and you could feel the feelings of just being so lucky and so grateful that you're just one of those people who's so lucky and good things happen and blah, blah, blah. But the trend is the affirmations, right? So what are some affirmations? You could wake up and as you're making your coffee every single morning or as you're brushing your teeth, whatever, you say, I'm so lucky. Great things happen to me unexpectedly that I have nothing to do with and they elevate my life so much. I'm just so lucky. I'm so lucky. Things come into my life unexpectedly and they fit into my life and align with me so perfectly and elevate my life. I'm so lucky. And you will say it, and I'm literally feeling the emotional state right now. The more you say it, the more you feel it, the more you will rewire your brain to have a new experience than you've had every other day of your life and therefore create a new possibility in this life and attract it. So that in a nutshell is lucky girl syndrome and why and how. And please follow along if you are curious more about spirituality, about mindfulness, all of the things. Please comment down below how lucky you are. Write your affirmation down there. Talk about how lucky you are. What's the last lucky thing that happened to you that proves it to be true? I want to hear, and it's going to inspire all of us to just feel those feelings of that it's a possibility. So to see it is to believe it. Let's all talk about how lucky we are and the latest thing that happened to us that I was so lucky because I think it's going to elevate all of our vibrations. So follow along if you are interested in more topics like this. If you want to chat more with me, I love growing this community. So give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe, and I will see you all next week. Mwah.